And welcome back, everyone, to the speed round. Who would win? I think we're up to 15. I don't know. I didn't check. I'm not. I'll look in the list and find out which one it is. At this point, I'm just like, whatever. It is what it is. So we got 5 or 6. How many ones? Actually, it turns out, by the way, that Akuma video, that Akuma one I did, that was supposed to be part of this one, Akuma versus Shredder, but whatever. So you got that one as an actual video. So let's just get into it. From Death by Stupidity, we got who would win in a fight? Mark Donovan from the In-Betweeners versus Elm of the Dark Realm from Nexo Knight. So I should preface this by saying I get 1 or 2 people who really ask me to do like the In-Betweeners, a show I've never watched. And it's fine if you like it. Like, I'm not judging you if you like whatever you like. Like, I don't like Ninjago that much, but I still do the videos that, people ask for Ninjago because people like that stuff, and fair is fair. But there's comes a point where I'm like, I'm not going to really do topics on certain, or videos on certain topics, because while I don't make money, I still am, like, looking at what people are watching, and therefore I don't think a show that people pretty much don't know anything about is something I would do videos on normally. So, like a Zanpakuto video for a character from the In-Betweeners, I just don't think people would really care. And then again, that's not belittling what you like. It's just I'm thinking about the general. Plus, it's hard for me to really have. It becomes harder for me to be invested in something that I've never seen or don't, particularly don't have a lot of interest in, if I'm going to be frank. So with that being said, the reason this is in the speed round is like, well, okay, he's a bully. He's a strong guy. Ooh, not like super strong, just strong guy. He's a bully. He's just a normal human, whereas the Elm of Dark Realm is a supernatural tree, a supernatural sentient tree that with magical abilities. I'm sorry, the tree wins in that regard. Now, granted, maybe the tree can't move from its position, which is very possible. It is a tree, sentient or otherwise. But what is this guy really going to do? You can't say, well, he can get an axe. Well, he doesn't carry it. No. You're now giving him a weapon to try to help in the scenario. That's not what he normally goes in with. It's not like you get the huntsman from Snow White who normally carries an axe on him and say, okay, he fights and chops down the tree. That's something you can do. Here, that's not the case. So, yeah, this guy is going to get beaten by a tree. That's basically how this is going to break down. So, moving on from Leiji, who would win a fight, Tarzan or Mighty Joe Young? And look, Tarzan, I like Tarzan. I even like that Legend of Tarzan movie they did a few years back. But Tarzan can't beat a regular gorilla in a fight. Regular gorillas are far more powerful and can snap us in two if they really wanted to. So against a 15-foot tall, 1-ton gorilla, Tarzan might have the agility advantage, but that's it. Once Joe gets his hands on Tarzan, it's a night Irene. It's like game, set, match. He's gonna boom. He's just gonna be Hulk and Logan, just boom, 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 boom. Beauty God. Like that's all it's gonna be. So yeah, Tarzan getting his human cheeks clapped in that match. Then oh crap, did I just delete? I deleted the. Oh, 1 second. Which one did I delete? Let's find out. So that one from what was it? Dark Ward? Alucard versus Lestat. And if I remember correctly, I think I know which one this is. I'll bring it back up when it's all said and done. But Alucard versus Lestat. Now, I don't know if you meant Lestat from this or Lestat from Queen of the Dam. To be fair, I actually don't know if they're the same character, to be honest. I think they are, now that I think about it. Because I think Queen of the Dam and Interview with a Vampire are technically in the same universe, if I'm not mistaken. But Alucard completely clapped that universe. It doesn't even matter if you get the, was it the Shanti or something like that? I don't remember the Vampire Queen's name. I remember the actual Queen of the Dam's name, Sally. But it doesn't matter if you use her. Like, Alucard is like the type of vampire these individuals would worship as an actual god. His regeneration is leagues beyond them. His weaponry is designed specifically to kill vampires. Blowing off their heads would be a definite way to kill them. He can actually survive in daylight, unlike the rest of these chumps. So, and he's far older than just about any of these vampires. So, and that's not even counting all of his, his release states, feats beyond that. So, yeah, Alucard would lack of a better term, eat Lestat for breakfast. All right, now I know which one I got to add on. So, I'll do that afterwards. So, coming now from, where are you? Atomic Beasts, Shadow the Hedgehog versus Esdeath. This just comes down to a battle of attrition in my mind. Esdeath certainly has enough power with her ice and skill to hinder Shadow in his base form, who can keep up and beat Sonic regularly, who moves at umpteen degrees of speed, like thousands and thousands of miles an hour. But if he at any point goes Chaos Control, doesn't matter if she can freeze time or not, he is going to own it. In fact, even if he can't stop the time freeze and is frozen in time, if he's in his super form, she can't do a damn thing against him. He's basically invulnerable. The time stop is going to just end very, very relatively quick. And even if it's in base form, she's still going to have to figure out a way to actually damage him. I just simply don't know if she has any real technique. Like her sword, for example, isn't going to really hurt him that much unless she's able to really drive it in hard. Because Shadow is insanely durable. This is a guy who survived a fall from orbit. And he was knocked out, yes, but and then again, other times he hasn't been knocked out. Inconsistencies. So yeah, he's a menace in terms of strength, and comparatively to her. Yeah, this I think is going to be something where she just completely negs her, especially if the fight goes on long enough for him to use Chaos Control. So coming in for our last, who would win for this speed round? We have from, where are you? Mira Jones or is it Mira Jones Strauss? I don't know the full name here. Sorry about that. Who asked the question, who would in a confrontation, let's call it. L from Death Note versus Fractjaw from Lego Ninjago. Speaking of Lego Ninjago from earlier. Because Fractjaw is an idiot, L would probably just outsmart him. In physicality, Fractjaw actually probably would beat L, but I don't think this fight would ever really come down to physicality, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be him just outwitting Fractjaw and then tricking him into some sort of scenario, trap, whatever you want to call it. So I'd go L on that. But I'll give him credit. If the fight somehow got physical, L would not be able to beat him. Because he is a soldier still, and he is like a supernatural skeleton creature. So there is that. But until then, though, that is the end of this speed round. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Later.